Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Mulyana from the same class as your numerical methods class. Today and right now, I want to tell and explain to you about things that I got from this class, especially the E5 framework. So let's dive deeper into the concept of the E5 and how it can be applied to the problem solving. And the first one is the E5 offers a framework for understanding consciousness, thoughts during the problem solving. And here is the breakdown. The first one is consciousness. This is the state of being aware of your surroundings, including the problem that needs to be solved. And the second one is intention. This represents the specific goal or desired outcome for the thinking process. In problem solving, this translates to the solution that you want to achieve. And the next one is initial thinking. This is the initial exploration of ideas and possibilities for tackling the problem. You might research, brainstorm with others, or draw on past experience to generate various approaches. And the next one is idealizations. This stage refines the initial thoughts into detailed and actionable solutions. Here, you can evaluate potential approaches, choose the most promising one, and develop it into a concrete plan of action. And the last one is instruction. This translates the idealization into concrete steps or action that needs to reach the solutions. And you could create instruction, diagrams, etc. And next, I want to apply the E5 to engineering problem in detail. So let's revisit the bridge design problem, like how wide should the support beam to be safely hold a specific way. Ready? Yes. And like the first one, we have to be conscious, like we are aware of the needs to design a safe bridge. Like we understand the factors like vehicle weights and environmental conditions that can impact the bridge stability. And the first one is intention. Like the goal is to determine the appropriate beam width for the desired weight capacity. Like we want to ensure the bridge can be used safely to years to come. And the next one is initial thinking. We might brainstorm different beams material like steels, concrete, etc. Like size, width and height, and configuration, like number of beam, placement, etc. And we might also research the relevant bridge safety standard by engineering bodies. And the second one is idealizations. Like this using computer and simulations, and we can determine the ideal beam that meets both safety standard and the cost efficiency. This might involve considering force combinations of width and material to find the optimal solutions. And the last one is instruction. We can do a construction plan and specifying beam dimension and materials. Like this plan serve as a guidance for engineers and the construction workers to build the bridge safely and according to the specification. Now, after we know about this framework and how it applies to our life, I want to talk about the added value of the E5 in my experimental learning. The E5 can be incredibly valuable in your learning process. Like this can be particularly for experimental learning, where you can actively conduct experiments to understand concepts to solve the problems. Like the consciousness, you will actively engage in the learning experience. You need to understand the purpose of the experiment and what you aim to learn from it. And the intention is you define specific learning goals for the experiment. And this can also involve testing a particular hypothesis and comparing the effects of different variables or developing specific skills. And the next one is initial thinking. And from this, you brainstorm hypothesis and prediction about what will happen during the experiment. And you also need to plan the steps of the experiment and the material that are required. And next one is idealizations. Like you refine your initial thoughts based on observation and data collection during the experiment. And you might need to modify your initial hypothesis or adjust the experiment procedures based on interim findings. And the last one is instruction. Like you design your experiments from before to test your idealizations and solidify your learning process. And this could involve modifying the initial experiment, running a control experiment, or collecting additional data for more accurate results. So that's it. Hope you can learn something too from my speech today and my explanation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.